Hi, I'm Richard Lochhead, Minister for Further Education, Higher Education and Science, and for those of you who might not know, this includes ministerial responsibility for community learning and development. So that makes me the Minister for CLD, a title which I'm proud of. And I know this is a key event in your calendar and I'm sorry not to be with you this year, but at least I'm able to make this virtual contribution, which I'm pleased to do. And thank you to Marion and Alan for giving me this opportunity to convey my gratitude for the support you have provided this year, particularly during lockdown and during the ongoing pandemic. As a workforce, your commitment to learners and communities has been really magnificent, and I know that this has meant being agile and collaborative in your approaches. Indeed, it's been incredible to hear of the many ways in which you have responded to the challenges of COVID. I, for one, now know that when it comes to the CLD workforce, there's always flexibility and creativity, and there's a gazebo or a few camping chairs. There's most definitely a way of doing things. And whilst we may have to improvise and carry on, including in the outdoors, despite our Scottish weather sometimes, I know that you have done so with professionalism and a dedication to supporting your communities. And like you, the Scottish Government has responded to the pandemic by doing our best to support the most vulnerable individuals in our society and our communities. In March, for instance, we made available £350 million to support activity right in the heart of our communities to ensure resources went where they were most needed. And we also invested £3 million in youth work, which has seen 64 projects funded until August of next year. And these projects reach into every local authority in Scotland, benefiting an estimated 13,000 young people. The pandemic has also brought to fore the need for improved digital access, and in its response, the Scottish Government invested in a number of ways. For example, we've invested £5 million so far in Connecting Scotland to help connect people on low incomes to services and support during the pandemic. And I announced a digital package of £5 million for post-school learners in need of extra support. And this investment is providing tech and connectivity to vulnerable learners in communities and colleges and universities so they can continue to engage with learning. And needless to say, with much of our attention focused in responding to COVID-19, we've had to make difficult decisions, including the decision to pause some work that was in progress prior to the pandemic. And for CLD policy, this has meant pausing the development of the adult learning and the youth work strategy, which was due for publication in autumn 2020. But I am pleased to advise today that I have instructed my officials to refocus their efforts in developing these strategies. And I hope we'll be able to publish them in the coming year, perhaps as early as the spring of 2021. And as you'll be aware, both the adult learning and the youth work strategies were part of our 1920 programme for government. And this year, in our 2021 programme for government, we announced that we'd develop a lifelong learning framework. And this will aim to ensure learning is supported throughout life, raising the profile of community-based learning, whilst further integrating CLD within our education and skills system, which is an absolute priority for me. And I know that many of you will be looking at how you can plan your services in the years ahead as you embark on a new round of CLD planning. My officials are in the process of updating the guidance to support you as you will move into your next planning cycle, which undoubtedly will be affected by the impact of COVID-19. However, I am confident that the CLD workforce will face these challenges head on, as you always do, finding innovative and inspiring ways to support your learners. Your commitment is truly awe-inspiring, and I thank you for everything you do. I hope that the areas I've highlighted today demonstrate the Scottish Government's commitment to supporting you all and your learners and the wider CLD profession. Before I go, I just want to reiterate my thanks again for all your hard work and dedication in this, the year of what has, I know it's been said time and time again, of unprecedented challenges. And finally, I would also like to pay tribute to the CLD Standards Council for all it does as a professional body to support you, its members. After all, CLD is nothing without its workforce, which is our most valuable asset. So thank you for your time today, and I wish you a really great conference.